Hello, Foundarians. How you guys doing today? Hope you had a beautiful couple days there and watching all my videos and everything else. You know how that is. It's amazing times. Amazing. You can tell which ones are working over here. I guess that's good in some way. Anyway, let's I'm hoping I'm going to say this name all right. Planar? He gave me some really good advice, and one of those is I shouldn't make this powder that I am shipping over here. I'm making the ignium ore into the ignium powder, and then I'm shipping it. He said I should do the ore, then the powder here, because you can ship more of the ore than you can of the powder, which is a really good idea. I hadn't thought about it like that. I mean, I've already got this all set up like that, so I'm gonna leave it for the time being. But right here, how this is all coming in, he said I should bring in the ore and then process the ore into powder here. Would make it much faster. But for now, we're just gonna leave it here. I am making these boosters, these fuel rods. Now the purpose of the fuel rods is not to open the map, which is actually to make these aquatic poly bots, because these sell for really good price. Look at the sell price, $222 compared to everything else. And this one is $220, which is right up there with the aquatic stuff. And this is $240 for the marine exploration. But overall, this one, let's see, marine exploration, that's a little bit more difficult to make, given the nautical chassis and everything. And the portable lights, which looks like to be the only difference. Those will need energy cells. Cargo expansion. So we're going to start with this one. We'll work with the other ones later on. And we're going to do it way out there. So now we have these things running. And it's going to be a while before it fills all this up. Everything's running nice and slow and just perfect enough. Just perfect enough. It's like there's hardly any fuel in this too. It needs to get to a point where there's just tons of fuel going through. It'll build up eventually. Now power is one thing I was thinking about. Will I have enough power to do everything I want to do here? It's definitely something I need to look at real quick. So right now, the steam engines are handling the power pretty good. And when the sun comes up, it's all solar panels. The batteries have a good juice in them. And then someone told me that what I need to do, what I did here was I did solar panels and had the batteries, solar panels, batteries. They said what I should have done was put the batteries on the bottom underneath and just had nothing but solar panels across the top. That way I could have had tons of batteries and solar panels in the same amount of space and gotten more out of it. And that is a great point. I am not going to say this name right. Sunkana. I'm sorry, I butchered your name. But that is a great point. I definitely could have done that. Put the batteries all on the bottom, which I could still do eventually, you know? I could move all the batteries down. I'd lose the power I charged in them, but that's okay. I can get it back and then set these up as all solar panels. Maybe that'll come. But right now it looks like the steam engines are holding it together pretty good. So I'm not stressing about power right now. All right, let's look at this now. This one right here, we're making the ignium fuel rods. We got the hydraulic pistons. We got the CPUs. Nautical chassis time. So nautical chassis is the super alloy. We are making that. We have the glass, which we're going to go over to here on the right-hand side, and we're going to do that too. The rubber and the high-tech machinery is the next difference. So this right here, high-tech machinery, needs these low density olumite, which is low density olumite here made from crude oil. And the rubber, which is what we got to make here. I have to make a lot of rubber because I need it for this and this. So this is liquid polymer and high density. So it's liquid high densities here, liquid polymers here. So this is also crude, and this is impure, which is crude, and it makes steam. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with steam yet. I don't know what steam could be. I think I have come across it for some use on something. I just don't remember offhand what it is. And doesn't look like it's in here, does it? There is a use for steam somewhere. I kind of do remember that. I think I am using it somewhere. I just don't remember what it was. But for now, we have to get some things going here. I got to get rid of these. Oh, no, you know what? I should definitely keep the mining bots. As a matter of fact, I should make the last 3 to get rid of that one. There's a couple things I don't have, which is... I only got a little bit of steel. I don't need the CPUs. Look, these take rubber. I will need the power, but I got 26 power poles. I only have 1 large, though. Do the large take the small? No, they do not. I am going to have to run power all the way out to that right there. And this is the oil where we're going to get all this oil stuff. Then we can make the mineral rocks for the glass, which means we'll have to dig down. We'll need the elevator, the freight elevator, but I want to use the fast one. So we'll take those 2. We'll knock those out. We'll need more of these. Means I'll need more plates. Foundation. Ooh, I'm going to need more foundation. Alright, let's take 2,000 foundation for now. Almost 3,000 actually. Make some of the plates. And rods. What else do you think I will need? I probably am not going to get everything. There's most definitely some stuff I'm going to need that I'm not going to get. Pump jacks. Oh, steel. I need steel. I wonder if I should run those fast. I'm not going to run those fast. I'm going to leave them alone. Alright, so I need to run the power, which I got running through the mountain right here, and we need to go out there. So let me run the power and set things up. I'll be right back. So we've got the oil reserves here, and we've got the mineral rock here. Now the mineral rock is down below, which isn't too far actually. It's like a 118, so that won't be too hard to bring up to the surface and make glass out of. But I do want to make this a little higher than that is, because I always end up running into areas where I should have made it higher, which looks like this would probably be a good height for it. Because you know I'm going to be making all of these goodies. Oh yeah. I'm going to be taking down all of this. Trees, the environment's going to go away. I might as well clear out all of this. You know, I only need to clear out the trees because they'll stick above foundation. I wonder how much of this foundation I'm going to need. Actually, let's see. This is roughly the center. So that's the center. And I am going to need pump jacks. I'm going to take 4 pump jacks. And I think that is the distance I'm going to need for these pump jacks. Yep. So let's go with one that way. Well, you know what? If that's the center, maybe I don't go that way with it. Right? Because it might be better to do it this way. I put one there. And then one here facing in. Oh, I don't have no pipes? What? That's definitely something I should have planned for. I'm going to put the 6 in there. So that's that one, right? And then I just need to do the same thing on the other side. All right, that should be good. Let's do it like this. And then we'll do the other 2 pump jacks the same way. And then the pipes the same way. You know what? I'm gonna twist it over so I can see the oil. Now, do I want to... Damn it. Do I want the oil to come out this way or this way? You know what? I think over here would probably be better. And since I have to use so much oil... Oh, there's not a bigger one. I think I'm going to use 2 tanks. Maybe I'll just do it on both sides. Honestly, like this. And like this. Look at this. I got this in here all messed up. So that with this one could pump right into those 2. So now all I need is some electric power, and then I need a... I don't have one, do I? Transformer, more than meets the eye. Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. Oh well. All right, where's the transformer? Oh, hasn't been made yet, Mike. You know what? I'm gonna put the transformer out there. Put this here. Now the only bad thing is this one can only do 4. So we'll put one here. And I'm not stressing this so much only because I have a lot of these small ones. Oops. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Let's try that again. There we go. Now they're going to be pumping into here, which I put both on both sides. I should have turned them around, but oh well, that is what it is. All right, so let's look at this again. For the rubber, it takes high density and liquid polymer. So this one will be easy. So I'm going to need a stack to burn off the waste. Do I have one of those? No, that's a no. So you need one of these flare stacks. That's going to burn off the excess. Now this right here, which takes the rubber, will take the super alloy over there. The glass coming from this side. But this right here takes the low density. So the low density should be the first thing I should be working on is this. Right here. So this is going to be made in a distillation column. And that is here. So we will have to get this flare stack. I guess I could just put it right here for the time being. And I need a bunch of these pipes. And a distillation column. Where's the distillation column? Did I not make it? Oh, I did make it. Okay. So I'm just going to lay this down because I want to see what it looks like here, where the buttons are. I'm going to go with, that's the low density. So the low density oil comes in this side, low density there, and the waste on that side. Well, you know what? That means these two need to trade places. Let's put distillation column here. And where was it at? Oh no, the waste goes on that side. That goes out that side. Oil is on this side. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I got this right again. Yeah. So oil comes out the back. The question is, how much comes out to make this? This makes 100, but I only need 5 to make that. Oh, okay. So only 1 stack is really needed. All right. Unless I end up later on going a little faster on this, but and the flare stack, I'm gonna end up using a flare stack on quite a few things here. So we'll go to this, which means the oil goes into that. And we're gonna split this into the 6er 1, 2. And turn this one here. Kind of okay with twisting that sideways. And no, we're gonna twist this sideways, or this one. I'll get one of them eventually. One of them will work. There we go. So that's the oil going in. All right. Now the flare stack is this coming out to this, which again, we'll use the wrong one for everything. We'll do that. And we'll turn this going that way. We'll have this one come across. And this one here. Actually, that one's going to have to change, but you get the picture. And then this one, hook onto it, buddy. Hook on. Oh, I can't. Okay, so I got to go this one. Go there. There. Ta-da. Now, the low density, which is needed for this, is there, which means I need another tank. I think I'm going to need a few tanks, actually. But where am I going to do it on this side? You know what? I might as well. See? I'm telling you, you never get... Everything plans out a certain way, but never works that way. At least for me. Some people are smarter than me, and they can make plans better than me. All right. Let's take this tank. We're going to put it right up against this. I want to face it out this way. And we're going to have you go up. Of course, I'm going to do it the wrong way. You there. And one of these is right. Let's spin this again. Take this way. Ooh, I had it. And you know what? I'll keep it that way. Boom. Now this one is filling up with the low density. which is awesome. That's all we needed for that one. The super alloy I need to bring in, which means I will need a shuttle. Told you I didn't bring all the parts I needed. I should have dropped these off too, but that's okay. It's fine. You know, it is what it is. We're doing what we can. While we're over here, we might as well look at this rubber. So liquid polymer is this, which is easy enough to make. We can make that on the other side. High density polymer is this with the steam. All right, so we've got that fuel right there. So first thing we gotta do, we gotta make this, which is another distillation column. How much do we need? So we've got this making liquid polymer at 75. 100 makes 75. And then the high density is 100 makes 50. And 50, that 100 makes 50, and those 50 makes 40 with the waste gas. Might need to move the waste gas over here, actually. This makes steam. That makes waste gas. So I would need 6 seconds. That makes 4 seconds. I'm going to have to figure out the time on this. So in 4 seconds, 100 makes 75 liquid polymer. This right here in 6 seconds makes 50. So liquid polymer takes 5. It takes more high density though. And this makes it in 6 seconds. So I probably only need 1 distillation column for the liquid polymer, and I'll probably need, so that's half. This is 3/4. And this is equal to it to make only 40. But it needs 10 to 5. Probably need 4 distillation columns roughly for this. Because I probably need, no, 5. I'll probably need 3 to 2. No, I'll need 2 to 3, right? 50 to make 40. Now, you know what I'm going to make? I'm going to make 3, 3, and 1. That sounds about right. It might be off a bit, but I think I might be close. I'll need a casting machine to make that. Look at this. I'm out of iron and advanced parts now. And the rubber takes 1, 1, 1, 1. The glass thing will be easy. That's just a bunch of crushers and such. But that means I've got to take this. I've got to make containers. And I don't have enough for the containers because I don't steal in advanced parts. All right, let me go over and get some steel, some advanced parts, and the rest of the materials I'm going to need. Kind of messed up a little bit when I went over there. I didn't build distillation columns. I ended up building advanced smelters. And some of you probably caught that, and it's like, what the heck are you doing, dude? Well, now we know. All right, so to build rubber, we're going to start out with the liquid polymer, and I think I only need 1 for this. I got to know which side it's coming out, and which side is the other going in. So the oil comes out there, the polymer comes out there, and the gas comes out there, which is completely different than the direction I wanted it to go, which I could move it over there, but I want the oil to come out here. It just means the see, I did it again. Now this just means that, oops. What am I doing? I need the panel to come here. So we're going to configure this. That's where the gas is going to come out. That's where that's going to come out. And the oil is going to go into here. So we need the oil. Come out to here. And this one... I thought I had that one down enough. And you know what? Spend this one here. All right, so the oil's going to go in there now. That's flowing in. Polymer. Is going to come out. Oh no, because that's going to block that hole, and I don't want to block that hole. All right, so we're going to put this back about here, which allows me to take this one and not do that one at all. Can I spin it this way? And then this one. Go here. Here. Spin the pipe. All right, so this will fill up the low density, which is, I put the pan on the wrong side, or no, this is liquid polymer. Now the gas, I got one over here. You know what? I want to put one over here too, because I don't want to run pipes all over the place. Plus, I might need it for the other ones, so I might as well put his flare stack over here and run this right to that flare stack. So let's do this. Run the pipe. Will that go down and over? I think it will. And take this. Look at that. Brilliant. Brilliant. I want to spin that so I can see it. And all right. That'll burn the flare off. The oil's getting made. La-di-da-di-da. Now let that build up. And the next thing we got to do is high density, or the high density, impure high density to the high density, which you need distillation columns 2 to 3. All right, so distillation columns. Let's do this real quick. Yeah, the steam thing though, I got to figure out. I don't know which pipes they go to. I seriously think that they're eventually going to make it so you can click on these and change these pipe difference. Because it just seems like you should be able to do that. But what am I going to do with steam? Wait, is that steam or gas? Nope, that's steam. So the flare stack goes waste gas. What does steam do? Waste gas is what I'm using it for. Can we use steam for anything? That takes water. Wonder if you turn steam into water. Is there a thing like that? Hold on. Is there something where you can take pumps to pipes? We could use it for a steam engine. Steam turbine, maybe? I wonder if I could do that. So the waste gas will go over there. The oil will go in there, and the other will come out. So the oil's on the left side. So I'd probably want to face these two that way. So for the stacks, I want to face them this way. That's enough room. I should always give myself more room than I think I'm going to need. I never do. All right, so we're going to do this one and that one. All right. So that's for the waste. So the waste can go over there and hook into this. Let me hook these up and I'll be right back. I messed up. I thought it was going to put steam out, but it isn't putting steam out. It's bringing steam in. So I've got to make steam. And I really need to pay attention. It makes 60 steam, where one of these makes 60. So I need 2 of these. And then I need to run water, which is probably better if I run it from over there, over here. Man, I messed that up bad. I'm messing everything up. So the steam has to come into here. And that's the steam out. Where's the water going at? Oh, I guess water can go on either side of these. Good googly moogly, Mike. So I should definitely put, since the steam is on the front here, and these are going to be water coming in. So I got to run the steam across this and across both of these. And then I got to run the water here. I could run the water in and have it come in from the bottom. Dagnabbit. I can have the pipe run from over there, which means I need a pump. One of these. I might need one of those. I doubt I'll need both. And then I got to run the steam that comes out over to these two. Oy vey. Working in my favor here, isn't it? I thought I had a plan until I saw that. And I was like looking at it thinking, man, sometimes I got to take like, 5 minutes just to read things. I'll just do that. And excuse me. And let's take that to there. So now I got to go get the water. So let me go get the water. I ran the water over here and I completely forgot about the fact that this needs fuel. Everything I'm doing right now, I'm relearning it all, I feel like. It needs fuel. And I'm looking at the map going, this is the only place for fuel. I'd have to get this and mine it this way. Or I have to put another ship down here to have some ship down here. Oh, man. And there's no way to, I wonder if there's a way to have the same ship go to 2 different places. Is that even possible? Like, if I name one of these target pads the same as the other target pad, what would happen? Well, Mike, there's no way to know unless you do it, buddy. So I need to go 31 to 31. This whole thing is turning into a mess for me. No wonder it's so expensive. They make it expensive because it's kind of difficult to make. All right, let's fix these up. And all the way across there. Let's take this target one right here. And now I need to go over, you know what? I think I do it over here, right? Over at the power and get the name and put the same name over here. I don't think it'll work. It doesn't make sense that it would, but you never know. Let's see what happens. Do you think it'll work? Who thinks it'll work? Let me know in the comments. Say, yes, it'll work. No, it won't work. I feel like it won't work. It's just crazy. All right, let's go ahead and do this and see what happens. Yeah, it's not like this is going to get up and run over to here, which means I got to go put down another one over there so I can run it over here. Oh boy. At least I won't need that much. Now, so we'll call this Igni Rubber. All right, let me go build one over here. I honestly didn't expect that I was going to have to build this ship here for power stuff, because I thought that it would be easy. Well, not easy, but I thought I would have other ships over here for other things. Isn't this a burnable item? Why is it not? Oh, I placed it in the wrong location. No. That should go there, right? Unless I don't put input. Okay. Losing my mind, but it's okay. All right. Oy vey. Hopefully that's enough coming in. I should probably put a storage between them and do it, but let's see what happens. All right, so I got the steam going in. I got the oil going in. Except for the fact that I put the steam in the wrong location. Good deal. Now I got to get the tank out and have them go into this tank. And then set up the other three in the burner. Give me a second and I'll be right back. Well, we are now making high density olumite. So we'll have to see how well this goes. The gas is going over to that one. I got the extra pumping into this one. So now to make rubber, I need a casting machine, which I do have one. It is not that one, this one. I need this casting machine, and I will need 10 density olumite and 5 liquid polymer. And where am I putting the liquid polymer? Oh, it's over here, isn't it? Oh boy, I do have this a ways away, don't I? Or I have the other one over there, because I think things through so well. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Where is casting machine? No, that's a steam turbine. That's electric casting machine. All right. So this is where the stuff will come out. That's where the polymer goes in. That's the high density. The other one, okay, so that's over there. That'll be easy to go here. This one, maybe I could run it right above this. Maybe I could do that. So if I do it like that, I probably want 2 of these machines, maybe even more than 2, because that takes 1 rubber, that takes 2 rubber. So I would need, how many more of these machines would I need? 4? Does 4 sound right? So 4 is right. The polymer goes here. I can actually smash these machines together. Put these on this. That'll be this fluid coming in over here. And then I gotta run this one all the way over and around the back of these machines. So I could probably come up this way with it. I don't know if that'll work though. I hope it does. Let's see. If I was bringing it right here and I wanted to pull it up and then, oops, go that way with it. Let's spin it a little bit. Will it? No, it won't go that way. Dagnabbit. So my best bet is probably just to run it over top. I could put this here. And like right here, maybe. And spin this here. And go this way with it. I think that would work. And then we got to spin this one up to right about where. Oh, I think I'm off by 1. That's all right. That can be adjusted if we are. Nabbit. But we're not. We're not off by 1. Ole mole. So this. And you know what? I'm okay with the glass faces up. So that'll fill those up. And then we got to do it again. Coming out to here. Turning it this way. And bringing you up. Holy moly! Holy moly! We are making rubber! Of course, I am going to need this here. I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? Because if I do it out front... Let's say I got this one as an output, 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 input. The rubber! We're making rubber! Holy cow. All this to make rubber, which is cool. Because now, all I need is the glass and this. I've got the low density olumite over here, which I should have put over here. But I can transfer that. Would require me to transfer it from this side, though. See what I mean? I do this all the time. I start with the idea that I'm going to do this, that, and it goes over to the wrong direction. Because things change like water. I wonder how this is working. So it looks like it's got plenty of steam going in. Yep, not a problem there. Not a lot of liters there though, huh? Yeah, I might end up eventually having to make another one of these, which I left no room for myself. So why would I leave room for myself? It makes no sense. You never leave room for yourself. But anyway, we're making rubber. So we got to make this, which takes the low density. And then I got to build a ship to bring super alloy over anyway. Hey, I do have another ship, which will require me to bring the super alloy over, which I should put over this side. So we need to get rid of all of this. Well, I probably don't need to get rid of that. Maybe this. Probably need to break that down, but that's okay. So the ship needs 31. When you misclick and it doesn't matter. I don't know. Can I get a ship over here? Target pad. Yes, I can. Just a little bit off. And I'll put an extra one there. So this is super alloy. What do we call this one? Haul stoop alloy. How's that? And you spell alloy wrong. Alloy, there we go. Now I gotta go over here and make one. So let me go over here. So we've got the super alloy coming in now. And I want to line these up just right. So we've got output, 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 input, which means I need more of these. Input, 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 and that didn't work. So now we have the super alloy coming in. Trust me, more will be coming in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the rubber, the super alloy. Next episode, we are going to go and see if we could finally complete this nautical hauling, aquatic hauling bot. But we need the nautical hauling chassis, the nautical chassis. I'm making up words as I go. So this one we'll work on first. We'll probably set that up over here. Then we will go to this one next because we got the super alloy and rubber right there. And all we need to do is make the glass, which we'll have to go down there, do some drilling, get some bots, and we'll make glass. Lots of crushers. So until next episode, look to the left for the previous episode, look to the right for other series I'm doing. And thanks again. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.